Ask yourself, is he a $200 million quarterback? Know this. If Jalen Hurts is here in 2 years, he's going to command $40 million. Do you think Jalen Hurts has the same talent as Kyler Murray? I do not. This just in. This will be a big Football Friday here on the National Football Show. Welcome aboard. Breaking news. Breaking news. Hit the like button, and here it goes. The Philadelphia Eagles have an interest in bringing Kyler Murray to Philadelphia. It's not just Big Sales. Mike Florio is also reporting it. NJ.com is also reporting it. There's now multiple people saying that Howie Roseman and Steve Keim, the general manager of the Cardinals, are having a dialogue. That does not mean, and nor am I saying, I'll get to you if I think it's a good idea or not. Did I just drop a New England idea? Holy cow. You freaks are making me talk like I did when I was a kid. Idea? Oh, okay, idea. Holy cow. I'm resorting back to my New England roots here a little bit. Okay, anyway. Kyler Murray, a Philadelphia Eagle. Yay or nay? Wow. Multiple sources are now saying, and by the way, Kyler Murray is not reporting to Arizona Cardinal OTAs or any offseason workouts until he gets a new contract. And get this, the contract he and his agent want are north of $200 million. $200 million, and you get Kyler Murray. Do you sign off on it? By the way, one of our friends who follows the program, Lord Brunson, huge Philadelphia Eagle fan, will be with us, and he'll be with us at the bottom of the hour. He is a gigantic Jalen Hurts fan, and we'll get his spin on it. Kyler Murray, yes or no? Kyler and the Honey Badger, oh my God, we got the division. That's what X says. Oh, by the way, very nice. Way to go, Hugh. Good Friday to everyone today. God bless you, man. Marcus, what's up? Hugh, maybe. Eagles can't afford to send me a cheesecake. They're not getting Murray. Linebackers, dude. Right? Oh, he's saying Lord Brunson. Excuse me. Okay, Xander. Okay. I mean, hey, I got it. LB is Lloyd Brunson. That's what I'm going to call his ass. LB. Little Murray's too small. Sills. If they bring a ladder with him, wait a minute, man. Easy money, man. Matt Corral, the next quarterback superstar. I say no to Murray. Too much money. Silzioni. Is that like a pepperoni and cheese pizza? By the way, Colonial Pizza, dude. Try it in Stanford if you ever get up that way. Even the dude from Barstool, Portney, he freaking loves that. I grew up on it. It's one of the greatest pizzerias of all time. Okay? Trust me when I tell you. Just make sure you go there and try it. Colony Pizza. I grew up on that stuff. My Uncle Richard used to go down and get 18 pies. One of the best. $220 million. NFC champs with Kyler Murray. $200 million. You tell me, guys. Let me tell you what I think. Kyler Murray to the Philadelphia Eagles doesn't make sense. Kyler Murray has been a hell of a football player in Arizona. He's been a hell of a football player. He's gotten better every year he's been in Arizona with Cliff Kingsbury. He's been a spectacular player. There's no question when DeAndre Hopkins got injured and Connor, the running back, got injured, that offense went sideways. So what does that tell me? That tells me that the football team still has to put pieces around the quarterback, and he's not quite Joe Burrow, or he's not quite Justin Herbert. Okay? You still have to have an effective running game, and you still have to have a star wideout for the kid to be able to move the sticks. But when they do, hey, what was the start they got out to last year before everybody started getting hurt in Arizona? What was it, a 10-1 start? They got out to a hell of a start, right? They pretty much had that division wrapped up last year. I thought he played well when everybody was in the room. And then what happened? Business decisions, and all of a sudden, something went sideways between the coach and the player and the general manager. I think it's funny that the Bidwells decided to extend the coach and the general manager before they even decided to address the quarterback. Now, to be fair, I don't think the organization had to do anything. He's still on a rookie contract. But would you not say this, at least about Kyler? And by the way, what I'm doing, it was a 9-0 start. Thank you, guys. Listen, what I'm doing here is trying to rationalize this out, how we're here with Kyler Murray. Then I'll give you my take on whether or not he's a fit for the Eagles or not. And do I think they should pursue him? How did we get here? There's no question there's a rift in the building. The agent has taken the deal back that they put on the table. You know what the organization's response was? We never looked at it. His contract's not up yet. They were going to start addressing it as they got closer to the fall. That wasn't good enough for the agent. The agent and the player wanted to have a contract in place before September. That wasn't good enough for them. Scrubbed his social media. The agent now and him are pissed. There's a rift between. And now you're starting to hear, and how much of it is smokescreen media stuff, that the organization and the quarterback are not on the same page. Okay. Is it a good fit in Philly? Is that the kind of style of quarterback that the Eagles want to have and to build their franchise around? Is he a $200 million quarterback? Before we make the decision on whether or not you bring him in to Philadelphia, ask yourself, is he a $200 million quarterback? Know this. If Jalen Hurts is here in 2 years, he's going to command $40 million. Do you think Jalen Hurts has the same talent as Kyler Murray? I do not. I do not believe Jalen Hurts has the same talent that Kyler Murray has. Kyler Murray's a better player. Kyler Murray is a better player than Jalen Hurts. He's a better player. He's more athletic. He's a more athletic player. He's a better quarterback. He's a smaller version, in my opinion, of Russell Wilson. That is what Russell Wilson looked like his first couple of years when he was at Seattle. Like that. Relied on a running game. Was pretty accurate. He's more accurate than Jalen will ever be. You tell me. Way better passer, Steve? I'm going to ask the question, and then I'm going to throw it out to you, my opinion right now, and I'll say it. $200 million for that style of football. Here's my problem with it. Would I give Lamar Jackson a 5-year contract? Man, for that style of play, and you run like that, it's a really shaky proposition. because you're looking at potential injury with a player like that. Look at Lamar Jackson's last 2 years. The ceiling for that style is pretty tough. It's electric. It's fun to watch. There's no question he's worth the price of admission. That's the kind of guy you pay to go watch him play. Lamar Jackson, Kyler Murray, Russell Wilson, those guys are great to watch. But is it in the building when it comes to trying to win a Super Bowl? And to Chris's point, you're talking about a lot of cheese here. You're talking about a lot of cheese, man. A lot of money. Okay? Xander thinks he's got a personality issue. Thinks he couldn't handle Philly. Thinks he'd have a problem with it. How many people, let me ask you this. How many people were suspect on Michael Vick's personality going into Philly? Soft-spoken guy, after all the things that he had gone through. Did you think he'd fit in Philly? I didn't. But he did. You know why? He had a backbone. He had a backbone. Michael Vick had a backbone. Xander's like this. He's like, Philly hates brats. Bro, professional athletes are brats today. Social media has made them brats. This is not the 90s and early 2000s any longer. You got to pat these guys on the head and kiss their ass a bit. That old school mentality like the Bradys and the Burrows in a way, dude, that's not today's guy. That's not today's guy. You've got to be a better coach, and more so, you got to be a psychologist with some of these dudes. You got to kind of watch what you say, because a lot of this stuff is guaranteed money now. You just can't shit on players like you used in the day. Guys weren't making the money that they're making now. Guys in the NBA tell their coaches and their general managers to F off now. When you're owed $250 million, I don't give a shit what you think. When you're these NFL quarterbacks, and by the way, the NFL has made these quarterbacks like NBA players. I don't like what's going on in New England. Brady really started the trend. I'm going to pick up my bat and ball and leave and go somewhere else now. That's what he did. Russell Wilson didn't like what was going on any longer in Seattle, picked up his bat and ball, moved on to Denver. Aaron Rodgers was pissed off of what the Packers were doing. And by the way, you know what the Packers were doing? They were doing the same thing they did to Brett Favre. They were looking for a transition plan. What's wrong with the transition plan? That's how Aaron Rodgers got the job. Pissed them off so much, he threw such a crybaby act, he got paid $200 million. He's making $50 million a year because he whined like a bitch. Hey, and by the way, good for him. He did it. He got it. Cost him Devontae Adams. But that's what it is here, man. That's today's athlete. Crybabies, I get it. Nobody likes that shit any longer. Why are you whining, dude? That's just today. How good a player is Kyler Murray? Is he good enough to be in Philly? Is there anybody in the draft this year, next year, that you want to build your football team around that you think is better than Kyler Murray? Tell me. Who's better than Kyler Murray coming out of the college ranks next year, this year? Who's better? Guys, we can't go on into another season talking about the same shit over and over about a quarterback. We can't do it. You're never going to contend. I don't want to compete. Kyler's soft. I think Aaron Rodgers is soft. I think Aaron Rodgers is soft. Corral or Stroud? Really? Stroud, Ohio State quarterback. You can keep him. No interest in that dude. No interest. I have no interest in Ohio State quarterbacks. Why would I? Just like I said about Justin Fields last year when they had the draft. Oh, so Justin Fields is going to break the mold and he's going to go out and ball like Joe Burrow. Really? Joe Burrow and you know what? Sills, the Bears had the worst O-line. Not really true. Joe Burrow had the worst O-line. It took the team to the Super Bowl. The facts are they went out and got 4 free agent O-linemen. They'll probably draft a guy with their first pick in the O-line. Have 5 new dudes. And he got that team to the Super Bowl. So don't give me that shit about, well, Justin Fields didn't have the O-line. He had Allen Robinson, who just signed with the Rams. That's excuses. The guy sucks. Told you that. Not drafting that shit. Have no interest. Justin Fields sucks. Oh, get this. He blocked me when I said that. I said Justin Fields sucks. He blocked me. I was like, wow, pretty sensitive. He did. He blocked me. I was like, I wasn't really even talking to him. I was talking about him. And he blocked me. I was like, really? You're that weak. Killing me. I couldn't believe it. I was like, Justin Fields blocked me? I don't even remember tweeting at him. I don't. I remember tweeting about him. I'm like, oh, it's probably because I said that all Ohio State quarterbacks stink. No NFL guy has ever come out of that program. Probably hated that. Okay? But wait a minute, Chris. That's what you got here. He's not a thug. Come on, man. Don't let anybody think that you're talking shit on him because of something else. He's not a thug. I don't know the guy from a can of paint. How would I know he's a thug? You want to know who a thug is, Chris? Greg Popovich. He's a thug. The way he treats people, the way he talks to people, for a guy that hates Donald Trump as much as he does, he sure acts like Donald Trump. Shits on the media, talks shit to everybody he can, even talks shit to his players. Couldn't keep Kawhi Leonard in the building. Hasn't made the playoffs 3 straight years. Gee, really? Oh, okay. Greg Popovich is a thug because he can't take it when someone's talking shit to him. Okay? Greg Popovich. That team was run by Tim Duncan the same way that Tom Brady did the Patriots. You all have a buffer in the building. That dude was a complete ass bag the way he talks to folks. Talks shit to not that I have that much respect for reporters. Guy asked him a decent question about his retirement or if he's going to come back. That's an inappropriate question. Shut the hell up, dude. Answer the question. Don't talk down to me. I'm here to do a job too, guy. I may not like reporters and I may not like some of the questions they ask, but they're there to do a job too, just like everybody else is. And if you're going to be a tool like that, I hate Greg Popovich. I do. I can't stand that guy because I can't stand how he talks shit to people. Just answer the freaking question, guys. Howie Roseman's a thug. Yeah, with his binoculars. He got his thug binoculars. Oh, man. Hey, nice job, Maniac. Jim Acosta's a piece of you-know-what. Yeah, the big lie. Oh, Jim Acosta. I can't believe that guy's actually Italian. He's a disgrace to all Italians. Complete disgrace. Anybody that has a vowel in their name and acts like that, ugh. Oh, my God. That's not a reporter. That's an activist. Kyler Murray. Let's stay focused. I don't think I've really answered. Do I want him here? You know what's funny? If I think I have to think about it, maybe I don't. God, he's better than Hurts, though. He's better than Hurts. Let's start there first. Let's dissect this. Is he better than Jalen? Come on. Yes. He's better than Jalen. Does he have more upside than Jalen? He's getting better every year. Does he read defenses better? I think he does. Smile says no more Jalen's, so you put him in that same category. Howie lands Matt Corral, I'm telling you. He'll own the NFC for the next 10 years. Yeah. Our Anthony, Joe Burrow, you don't get credit in Ohio State for Joe Burrow. Ohio State doesn't get credit because they told him, sorry, but Fields is coming in and Haskins is better. So he went to LSU. They told him to leave the program. You don't get credit for Joe Burrow. Absolutely not. Hugh says Philly would spit him out. You wouldn't embrace Kyler Murray? If the Eagles made a trade for that guy, you wouldn't bring him in and embrace him at first. You really asking if Murray is better than Hurts? Steve, I know the answer. I'm asking you. I know he's better. I'm asking if you think it. I'm asking if you think he's better. He is better, but a $200 million price tag. Hey, listen, maybe I just got to get over the sticker shock. Fran says, I would rather take Murray over any of these quarterbacks that are coming out in the draft. You want Kyler Murray for $50 million a year, but say Bryce Young's too small. Well, that's because this kid here has proven he can play in the league. And isn't he like 200 pounds? I think Murray's like 200 pounds, isn't it? Isn't he? And he's proven that he can excel. Get Bryce Young on a rookie contract. Could he get bigger this year? That's something else you got to think about. And do you want that style, or do you want the prototypical guy who is a 7-step guy? Steve says, Sills, I don't think Murray takes us to the next level for that price. That may be. Hey, Xander, put Steve H up. Guys, is that it right there? Sills, I don't think Murray takes us to the next level for that price. That may be the $250 million question. That may be. $200 million for a grade up from Jalen, and that style, the style that kind of still aggravates the owner. Remember what the owner says? Hey, I want to air it out. Now, by the way, let's be candid here. Kyler Murray had Zach Ertz and DeAndre Hopkins. They're putting players around him in Arizona. And they got a back. And Connor, who was spectacular before he got hurt. They were putting the pieces around him. Will Howie do that? Will Howie do what they're doing in Arizona for Kyler Murray? I think that also has to be a conversation. You see Howie going out and spending money for DeAndre Hopkins or a guy like that? You got your tight end already signed up. You think Dallas Goedert's going to be a better player than Zach Ertz? I want to see that. I think he's got great potential. All right, I want to do this, guys. I want to take a timeout because we're getting LB on. Lord Brunson, he's a huge Jalen Hurts fan. He may completely hate this idea. Completely hate this idea. That's what we do here. we get guys on that don't always agree with the host, which is great. I love that. So we're going to get his thoughts. Mine says LB's a little too high on Jalen. All right, do me a favor, guys. Hit the like button. Lord Brunson's going to join us, and we'll get his thoughts on everything Eagles, the draft, this new story, Pro Football Talk, and also NJ.com and Big Sills are telling you that the Eagles have an interest in Kyler Murray. Hit that like button. Keep it here on the National Football.